guys, Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Hopefully it finds you all doing well. I'm in a great mood today. Today we're going to talk about, in honor of the video, I put her freaky freaking avatar photo as my player avatar.
Thank you for this opportunity.
What's that like to live deliciously?
Plarium Points Program Champion. It is Searsha the Charred. Before we get to her, thank you for joining me today. Send some positive vibes, some love your way, especially if you need it out there, if you're going through anything. Just know that you're not alone. I made a video on my raid channel on my Clash channel. This is my raid channel. Talking about, we lost one of our fellow content creators to suicide. Very sad, obviously topic in here, and I'm not trying to bring anybody down, but at the same time, I mean, I had collaborated with him over, 10, 20, 30 times throughout the last 9 years on that channel, and it was just so sad. So rest in peace, Flobby, but it compelled me to even mention it to you guys because A, he's on my mind, and B, every cliche I can throw at anybody who's going through something isn't going to be enough, right? It's not going to be, but I've been through times of despair. Thankfully, luckily, I've never tried to take my own life, but I've been really, really down, having that feeling that sometimes it's not worth going on, and I have felt that way, and I just want to, let you guys know that I say it all the time here, and again, I feel like you repeat something over and over again, it doesn't resonate, but if you're going through anything, and you feel that low, deep down you feel that low, just recognize that, A, there's people out there. I'm going to include the suicide hotline for most of the countries that are in my demographics, top 10 countries. So there's people to talk to, at any moment if you need somebody. And furthermore, for me, when I went through my dark times in life, I'm always astounded by how we can turn into almost a different person in 5 years, in 2 years, in 1 year, in 6 months, in 10 years. I look back at who I was and the things I worried about, the things I was depressed about, sad about, anxious about, and half of them I barely even think of. They're not even a blip on my radar now. But in the time, they feel so impactful. There's such weight to them, Again, if you're going through something right now, guys, my heart goes out to you, first of all, and just know you're not alone, That's never the answer. Okay, so I got Searsha the Charred, right? Searsha the Charred, the Plarium points, either you spend $5,000 to get this champion in Plarium points program, or you can simply wait 5,000 years and collect the Plarium points at the bottom of the playtime rewards. And eventually, if you play all day, every day, by the time you're 2,000 years old, 5,000 was a little bit of exaggeration, you'll have your hands on Searsha the Charred.
Is there a third option?
I'm going to do a proper guide on this champion on my other channel, because as I said, a little embarrassed to even have this champion. One too many shard opening video maybe here on the channel. But on top of that, there is some lore about her. I think she's the sister of Elva Autumnborn. So we'll read the lore that's out there on the other channel as well. That will be linked in the show notes below for you guys. But let's talk about what she does. It's not going to be like a full play test. I'm just going to show you quickly how disappointed I am in this champion and what I think they ought to do about it, which isn't much, because I guess I'll say that right now. If she was super broken, like super good, which she's absolutely not, like Walking Tomb Drang puts her to shame, like so much. I'm gonna talk about why, right? But if they made her too OP, though, I mean, she's not OP. She's not even average. She's below average, right? But even if they made her a little bit above average or did something like really unique, like a Lydia-type passive, or as OP as a Mithrala, it would just make this massive bridge between the spenders and the non-spenders in this game, or even moderate spenders. So I'm actually, bizarrely, even as somebody who clearly has spent enough to get my hands on her, I am kind of happy she's worthless, but I will say it's kind of weird that they put her to incentivize nobody because nobody cares about her, Then they try to sell us the Plarium points. Look at this really quickly here, guys. They try to sell us these Plarium points in the shop, right? I mean, I can get my hands on 2,500 of them for 50 buckaroos. I mean, come on, dude. There's got to be somebody out there who's bought those, right? Hopefully none of my viewers don't do it. God. Sometimes you have to state the obvious. Anyway, let's talk about why she sucks so badly, right? On the A1, a triple hitter each hit has a 45% chance when booked of increasing the duration of any HP burn on the target by 1 turn. Not a bad A1. We also have a 65% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. Again, not a bad A1. This happens on each hit too, so really cool. Really cool ability here. You know, on Forest Fire, her A2 attacks all enemies, 100% HP burn for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Okay? Blazing Panic, 4-turn cooldown again. Okay? Attacks all enemies, decrease the turn meter of all enemies by 15%, decrease turn meter of all enemies under HP burn by an extra 15%. So we get like a Sylar A3. Okay. Best case scenario with no decreased speed and not a lot of damage on this champion either. Multipliers are nothing at all really. So, okay, interesting. This passive must be insane. Stoked. Whenever this champion is attacked by an enemy under HP burn, heals this champion at 25% of the damage received. Also has a 30% chance when booked of instantly activating any HP burn debuffs on the attacker. Now we're talking here. So this is what kind of got me, I don't want to say excited because I was very skeptic of this kid. But I was like, you know what? Maybe Stoked is just, you know, even though it's a 30% chance, maybe once you know, when you read it on paper, it doesn't sound like much or whatever, but maybe in practice, you have her out there on the battlefield, she's just instantly activating all over the place, and HP burn's gonna tick on everybody, it's gonna do tons of damage. Nah, no, not at all. Not at all, man. I ran her so many. I'm going to tell you what I did with this champion, but last thing I want to show you guys is the base stats. Let me just go ahead and show you how I have her geared out right now. This is my thought process on her. Base stats suck to put her in regen in Immortal. And for me, the number one way I would actually use this champion, this is what I had hoped for, honestly, guys. I had hoped for only one thing out of this champion. Only one thing. I want to use her to farm Sand Devil's Necropolis stage 25. Boy, is the joke on me, man. I'm not even going to show you this run because she'll die in 10 seconds. She's not even good in Sand Devil, honestly. She's not. Because the Sand Devil on the A2 ability, is it over here? Yeah. Removes all buffs and then heals and then attacks, or excuse me, all debuffs. So it's not like there's nothing there to instantly activate. It's not like a Chronom, it's not like a ninja who's instantly activating on the attack. So, you know, there's no instant activation. It's just like a 4-turn HP burn champion who's not doing anything, you know? Plus, stage 25 has like 550 or 600 resist. So I need to get the accuracy in Sylvan Watchers where I have no good accessories. I need to get that super high while still getting the HP super high. It doesn't work. Then I thought to myself, you know what? Because I'm sick, frankly. I run Ninja and Godseeker and Eerie as a duo team on stage 24. I thought to myself, you know what? I can get rid of Ninja in a regen and Immortal. Ninja in regen and Immortal is great for Sand Devil 24, but I want to use him in Relentless again and get some massive damage in Hydra and stuff. So I thought, you know what? All I need is her to be viable on any stage of Sand Devil. I set my sights all the way on stage 17 as Magic Affinity is the first stage that I can get those superior oils. So I thought to myself, okay, stage 17, this is going to be where I use her. But again, guys, it's going to take me, sure. The good news is they're going to win the battle. The bad news is it's going to take 580 years. Because again, you'll see it right now, right? Boom, we do some damage, and that's it. We don't get the instant activation, the cleanse comes down, and yeah, I mean, I'm exaggerating that it will take that long, but I'm not going to even show you the entire fight because it's going to be super, super boring. Suffice it to say, she's actually a little bit tanky. Well, maybe not. I think she's fine. I think we're going to get into the rhythm here. Okay, we get the burn. Awesome. Do a little bit of damage. Okay, cool. Check this out. Cleanse, boom, done. No instant activation. So yeah, dude, like, so many champions could do this in regen gear. It's not like any burner in the game, basically, you know? So Walking Tomb Drain, a billion times better. But then I thought, okay, so you know what? Can't use her in Sand Devil. Not going to help me there. Okay, that's fine. I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe she's like really cool, like an uber awesome spider, ice golem, speedrunner. You know, every time somebody hits her, going to instantly activate all that stuff, right? And unfortunately, her base stats suck. So it's very difficult to build her tanky enough to stay alive. I'm going to show you, let me just show you the gear that I have on her right now. I've tried everything. I want to be clear with you guys right now. I have really good regen and immortal gear on her right now, and I've tried everything though. Like, this is not the only build I've used. I jacked her up to 280 speed, a little bit less HP because I'm limited in the gear that I have, you know, and I've tried her with way more accuracy as well, obviously, for later stages of Sand Devil. Dude, nothing works, you know? Right now I have her in a solo build, right? So this is what I'm going to show you in Ice Golem right now, but basically, you guys know the masteries. Spirit Haste, increased speed by 8 for each dead ally, an extra 24 speed. Wrath of the Slain, increased damage inflicted by 5% for each dead ally, stacks up to 10% there. Then we have Whirlwind of Death, increases speed by 6 for each enemy killed, an extra 18 speed there. These are the masteries that we want to have on our solo build champions, right? So everybody knows that. We're good. We have regen, we have immortal, we have a lot of HP on this build, 90k, but again, we're scaling from 19k, which isn't 19k is not awful for an epic champion or something like that, you know? But let me just compare her to Walking Tomb Drang, okay? Walking Tomb Drang, we're going to do an updated video on him. Actually, we've never done a video on him. We're going to do a video on him coming in a few days. He's in regen and immortal as well. First of all, his base HP scales so much better. 23k. That's what I'm talking about. Not only that, guys, but he's got it. HP burn on a 3-turn cooldown, not a 4, that can't be resisted. Furthermore, he has an instant activation of any HP burns on the target, excuse me, after attacking on his A1 on Corpse Fire. So he's got an instant activation on his A1, guaranteed. It's not like a 30% chance, 100% chance. And yeah, so he's a boss. He is insanely good. Doesn't even need accuracy, man. Doesn't even need accuracy. She needs accuracy. You know, the least they could do is build her with, you know, 100% chance or excuse me, it cannot be resisted on the HP burn, or even a 3-turn cooldown, or even a little bit more HP, base HP on this champion. All right, I've made my point. Obviously, HP percentage everywhere on her. HP percentage, got more HP there. I got speed on the boots with more HP percentage on the Ascension. Trying everything I can to load up the HP. HP on the banner, HP on the amulet, HP on the ring as well, guys. Let's go ahead and talk and summarize this video.
Oh, finally. Starting to grow mushrooms out my ass.
You know, I'm going to give my little speech, right? As we watch her fail Ice Golem. Here she is with a bunch of food champions. They didn't even give her an aura. Give her HP in all battles aura. Come on, man. Give her a 40% HP in all battles, you know? But again, go back to my main point here. The Plarium Play program, I think it's... I think it is, I want to be real here, right? They should get rid of, I mean, it's too late now, right? But this champion is nothing. Give artifacts, basically, you know how they took everything out of the game? You know, have you guys noticed that? They've been putting in these Plarium points into the reward sections of some tournaments and stuff like that. It's a sneaky move, honestly, you know? They're basically giving us her, right? We get excited about that. They gave us Searsha, instead of all the stuff they used to give us, silver and whatever it was, shards, I don't know, but they're replacing, you know, different events with Plarium points instead. So my whole thing is this is against a Magic Affinity. Let me just try an earlier stage here. My whole thing is, you know what? I don't know what you're going to do with this champion. I don't know if she obviously deserves a buff, right? But my whole thing is, like, the fact that they switched in the Plarium points as a reward, you know, and then they gave us the crappiest champion known to man to get to. Like, give me Mordecai over this freaking champion, seriously. You know, like, what am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing with this champion, you know? Back to my point. I think it'd be really cool. Plarium, if you're watching, I know you're not going to do it. I love you guys, but I know you're not going to do it. So I know you're listening, but I know you're going to be like, there's Ash again, just complaining about something, who cares? The thing is not to be super negative, but golly, with these Plarium points, give us some of those rewards back, you know? Forget the champion, sure, give her a small buff or whatever. I don't want her to be broken, you know? But give her something unique, you know, anything unique maybe added to the table here. Sure, she can maybe solo Ice Golem 20. You know, maybe, if we're lucky here. Maybe Spider 21 or something, you know? If we build her out with resistance, said to resist the poisons. But still, guys, by the time that you get her, you're not... It's like those Doom Tower hard champions that are underwhelming. By the time you get her, no one's going to need or really want or have any utility for this champion unless I'm the world's biggest idiot and I'm just missing something massive, like massive potential on her. But Ultimate Death Knight can solo so much better than she can, you know? Free champion. Everybody got. I digress. Yeah, man, give us some of those rewards back in the Plarium points reward track or whatever, you know? Instead of just making it all champion fragments, especially on the first part of that. Like, I'm at the point where we're actually getting artifacts and accessories right now in Plarium points. And I have to say, this is so much better, you know? Routinely getting decent savage, decent skill, kill stroke, decent speed artifacts thrown at me in the Plarium points. Like, that's pretty solid, you know? But the fact that they replaced all that stuff, I guess my only ask is that, could you please give us some of those rewards back in the actual rewards for Plarium points? It's still going to benefit spenders more, which really sucks, but I just have to be real with you guys. They've done a lot of really awesome things lately in this game. I love the hard dungeons, you know, I just really love a lot of what they've been doing, honestly. So I'm like really bullish on Raid Shadow Legends moving forward. But I'm really bummed out with this Plarium points, like how they've treated the rewards, and you know, it's not just about the champion, even though I do think she's trash. But hey, looks like she can solo Ice Golem 20. Yay! That's exactly what I wanted here. A 5-minute solo champion. Actually, I'll see how long she takes, and if she can even get it done, I'll be right back. All right, so she died. There we go, guys. That's Searsha the Charred. Thank you for watching till the end of the video, guys. Really appreciate you all. Hopefully you have a great day or evening or whenever it is you're watching. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.